participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. And some room to work. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Got room to work.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's open on the right. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs in this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the 1st drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
That 43-yard field goal attempt was well within his range. range, but he misfired, and they'll turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Dances away. Touchdown time! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Power football with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side, present a nice target for the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it up to 30. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He fires to the left side. It's caught. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Dances away to buy time. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his big tight end. The Seminoles want to move quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Back open in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. On the ground, it's Etienne. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Etienne. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes the grab on the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
So now it's 2nd and long. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up, and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse. Hits the afterburners. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. It's complete. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it out fast. Just shedding tap and runs through another one. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets enough. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. On the run, it's Etienne. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Touch pass on the run. He breaks the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapted. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Bringing the heat. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Looking deep. On target to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the...
He's got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida State! A last... Slide comeback is underway.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you